I live here in Los Angeles, California, and I have seen some very famous people in person. And you know what? Most of them, when you see them in person, they are average looking. They don't look nearly as... I want to start this video by making it very clear that this is not going to be a criticism of Miss Jacky Oh. This is a criticism of the culture that convinced her that being pretty is the most important thing one can be as a woman, and that the desire to achieve that beauty is worth risking your life for. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Dee. Please subscribe to my channel. I would like to reach and surpass 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. I was debating whether I should make this video, but I think this is something must be said. I'm hearing a lot of surface conversations about the circumstances surrounding this situation, the people involved in the situation, the response to the situation, but we're not really getting to the heart of it. And I just want to make this really quick video because I feel like I have some words of wisdom that I'd like to share with you guys, if you don't mind. For those of you who don't know what I am talking about, this is the really tragic story of Ms. Jacky Oh, who is an online personality. And I guess she is famous because she was in the show Wilding Out. And because of the father of her children, who's also in the show. His name is DC Young Fly. The sad story consists of the following. Ms. Jacky Oh, a young mother of 3 little children, decided to go and have what is called a mommy makeover, which is basically plastic surgery, sometimes including what's called a BBL, a Brazilian butt lift, where liposuction is done, where fat is extracted from parts of the body, mostly the stomach and the waist, and then it is injected into the butts and the hips to kind of give a woman a more hourglass figure. Miss Jacky Oh had 3 little children. Apparently she had 2 of them pretty close in age. Her youngest isn't even 1 year old. And you can imagine the changes that a woman's body go through when she has children. And I guess she decided that she wanted to have this surgery so that she can refresh her image. And tragically, she passed away allegedly because of complications from the procedure. Now, I've heard a lot of people blame her. I thought it was her husband, but turns out they weren't even engaged. They were just, boyfriend and girlfriend raising these children. And a lot of people are blaming him as the reason why she felt pressured to have this procedure done. We have seen video of him in one video sitting around with a bunch of men talking about how unattractive the bodies of women with stretch marks, or women who go and try to have those stretch marks corrected by surgery, are. They were making fun of the different shapes women have based on their situation in life. There's also another video where he is talking to her and he's kind of joking about what her body looked like after having children, specifically her breasts, her nipples, and it was framed as a joke, but I just don't know in what scenario a man can publicly disparage the body of the mother of his children and that be okay. But in any case, these videos have resurfaced and a lot of people are blaming him. He, I don't have any doubt, had some part in maybe her feeling insecure about the way she looked, and that made her have pressure to have this procedure done. I also understand that one of his, because he's supposedly a comedian, and one of the things that he's always joking about is talking about people being ugly. Anyway, apparently, if this is something that he was constantly doing around her, making fun of other women's bodies, the way they looked, I'm sure it must have had an effect on her. What I do know is that she was a social media personality. She had a presence online. I believe she had a makeup line. She was also a realtor. And I just think that this conversation about the looks that women should have, the way a woman should look, the way a woman should present herself in the world is a bigger conversation than just a couple and a woman wanting to look beautiful for her significant other. The entirety of society puts pressure on women and tells us that regardless of our accomplishments, regardless of our level of intelligence, the most important thing for a woman is to be beautiful, is to be pretty, is to be desired by men. And I just think that at some point we're going to have to retire this conversation. Because if it's going to be forcing women to literally take their lives into their hands in order to appeal to the hunger of society, this is not going to be good for society. And it is so heartbreaking to me to know that a woman who had children, 3 children, 2 of them tiny, one who wasn't even a year old, that she would have thought that it was worth the risk to leave them for her to achieve a certain aesthetic. And what is so sad and tragic and infuriating about this is that this particular aesthetic, the IG model, the Kardashian body type, it's a fad that comes and goes. It's not a new fad for those who might think. The corseted look is something that has been captivating the imagination of people for a very long time. And it had its heyday back in the day, and then it was replaced by different body types. And now it's back. And it looks like it's going on its way out because the thin is in look is coming back again. So for anybody to risk their life for something that could render them either not here in this world or permanently disabled for a look that is transitory at best, it just goes to show the power that society and the culture has on the minds of women who are raised, who are told from the moment they are born that the most important thing that they can be is to be beautiful so that they can attract the attention of a man. This is so sad. This is really dangerous because women have the potential to do so much more than just be beautiful things to be displayed on a shelf. Women have the physical ability to create things, to not just create life, but to create art, to advance science. Women can be great leaders. If you look at the stats in countries where you have lots of women in leadership, their GDPs are higher than average. Education, healthcare availability, the well-being of people is better than average. Women can provide so much to society. And what's going to happen is we're going to continue to lose women to these fads that serve no one but the most insecure, abusive, predatory men in society. I want young girls to look at this beautiful woman and realize that there is a mental illness going on in society that would convince this young woman that something was terribly wrong with her, that she needed to fix. And as an average looking woman that I am, and most women are, that's why it's called average, when you look at the impossible beauty standards that are constantly being splashed in our faces, and understanding that no matter what we do, we will never measure up. Nobody will. Nobody will measure up to these impossible standards. So what are we doing? Why are we wasting our time, our money, our lives trying to achieve something that is already impossible? Almost every model, every online personality, every public persona uses filters and Photoshop technology to make themselves look more unrealistically beautiful because it is not real. I live here in Los Angeles, California, and I have seen some very famous people in person. And you know what? Most of them, when you see them in person, they are average looking. They don't look nearly as perfect as you think. They're just average people who have access to stylists and personal trainers and chefs to prepare them the healthiest food possible. And with all of that, when you stand face to face with them, they look like somebody you went to school with, or somebody you go to church with, or maybe somebody in your family. We need to stop the madness. We are dying to achieve something that will never be achieved. So what I want to say to you as I come to a close is take a good look at the women in your life who have found long-lasting love, who are happily married or happily single, or are moms or are child-free, but are living a happy, contented life. What do they look like? They probably look like you. They look average. Average women find love every single day. You don't have to butcher yourself to find something that is available for everybody. What is more important is for you to work on your personality, work on your knowledge base, work on your spirituality, work on your sense of self, how you look at yourself, how you love yourself. Get some hobbies. Go out there, take up mountain climbing or hiking. You will meet other people just like you. You might just find what you're looking for. You're not going to find it at a surgeon's table. Now, full disclosure, we all want to look a little better. And when we come across some money, there's nothing wrong in wanting to do something to improve your appearance. But I am not going to be risking my life doing some really dangerous procedures. Nothing is worth your life. Just know, please, for yourself and for the many people in your life who no doubt love you, know that you don't have to do this. So please, there's so many other things you can do for yourself. Go to the gym, go on a diet, have little procedures that are not as risky as something like this. Do what you need to do to make yourself feel better, but know that nothing is worth your life. I want to send my condolences to the family of Miss Jacky Oh. I hope that they find peace. I hope that DC Young Fly changes his act, becomes a more compassionate person that can understand the power of words. And to young girls out there everywhere, please work on your inner self. That will get you closer to your goals than doing anything physical. Take care of yourselves out there. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to see me talk more about different things about pop culture and media, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I would really like to get there. If you would like to add to the conversation, please leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed this, share this video with somebody that needs to hear this, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.